It's happening, Tess. I'm just waiting for it to load up.
Oh, it says meeting is now streaming live on Facebook.
Well, you've just done it.
Are we live? Oh, there it is. Yep,
Alrighty. Well, hello everyone. Tess and I are here again for our soul powered activation for you guys as coaches and change makers. Tess Vergara is very much a soul powered leadership coach. So she's great for you as a coach and change maker, just because for many of you, particularly here, if you're in the Step in the Spotlight group, you know that you're more than just a backyard coach of stuff. You want to reach more of an audience. You've got a bigger mission, and that is the soul-powered part of us that Tess works on activating in these soul-powered activations. So welcome, Tess, and today you're really going to activate that path and purpose for all of us as a coach and change maker. So for those of you who feel you've already aligned with your purpose, this is just a chance to sit back, relax, and listen to Tessa's voice and keep you on that path, that mission, that purpose. For those of you that know that there's something more, but you haven't quite got there yet, use this opportunity to relax. Same thing, listen to Tess and allow that to come through as well. I may switch off my video because I do like to sit back and just listen to Tess as well. So you may see my video disappear and Tess will have the screen. By the way, Tess does this every month here in the group. So if you're looking for previous ones, which I noticed Lisa went through and found previous ones, Tess as well, you'll find them in the group. What you have to do is look for them and you'll be able to have the other soul powered activations as well. Hello, Tess.
Hi, Vanessa. Yeah, I think they're on the units, right? So thank you for having me again. So excited to be here. Hello. Hello, spotlighters. How are you all doing? So today I'm going to talk about activating path and purpose. So a month ago, we talked about activating silence and solitude during the lockdown. This whole coronavirus, even with all the destruction that came with it, is really a huge gift and opportunity for us to heal at the level of soul. In fact, right now I keep looking up because I see helicopters hovering around Minneapolis, made it to the news. We have something unfortunate that happened. Whoops. And yeah, you might hear helicopters, you might hear siren, and I'm betting that you guys are feeling, or those who are tuned in, the whole nation, the whole world is feeling the outrage we are feeling here in Minneapolis. George Floyd, a man who was a bouncer at the local bar where I used to go dancing before the lockdown, he died at the hands of police while kneeling on his neck. So it's really, really tragic. There was a peaceful protest that happened. Now it turned into a huge riot, fire and looting, really dangerous. So Vanessa, when you tagged me in the picture, it was like a breath of fresh air. Oh my God, I needed it because I've been cooped up indoors for a couple of days now. I'm not gonna go out there, and I haven't been out since yesterday. So yeah, good news. The National Guard have been called into. The FBI investigation is expedited, so we're good. I'm safe. We're handling it. Send us prayers. And I addressed this today in my social media post, that the massive abuse of power are blatantly displayed for all of us to see. The leaders who are supposed to govern us, who's supposed to take care of the country, is using excessive measures that violate our liberties and go against our constitutional rights. And this is where activating path and purpose comes in. First, there was a lot of uncertainty and unpredictability. Now we're receiving a lot of good news, a little bit light at the end of the tunnel, right? But first it was like groping in the dark. It's a whole new place we're in. and why activating silence and solitude is so important. It is key to connecting with the inner knowing, with inner certainty. And in times like this, like right now here in Minneapolis, it's activating that solitude, that inner certainty, is what's needed to create inner harmony and calm from within. From within. Because if you look out there, it's chaos, it's crazy. So we need to go deep within inside of us and generate that harmony from inside yourself. So I've been saying all along, whenever I'm here, that the old ways of being and doing, the old kind of leadership of power grab and greed, even the old way of relating to ourselves, self-abandonment, abandonment, and giving our power away, anything that is fueled by fear and not a true expression of our soul power, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. It's not gonna survive. The old way is dismantling and deconstructing. So it really is up to us, soul-powered leaders, to step into our soul-powered mission, our soul-powered path and purpose. And so you can finally bring to form, bring to life the kind of world you've been dreaming about and that you came here to create. So let's talk about what might be getting in the way of your path and purpose. So just take a breath and just go to that space in your heart where you can tune into your soul. So when you think of path and purpose, do you feel confusion? Do you feel your mind racing? Do you feel a lack of clarity? Do you feel a heaviness in your heart, in your body? Do you feel like a resignation that, no, that's just not possible. I have too many responsibilities right now. I don't have time for that. Do you question what's the point? What's getting in the way of your path and purpose? And so just think about it. And if you're clear, please share in the comments and let's just celebrate that, inspire one another, what our path and purpose is. When I did the monthly soul power training just a couple of weeks ago, early this month, I thought I was gonna cancel. Something tripped me up. I got knocked back. And like a petulant child, I just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I just want to cancel. I just want to write an email. Sorry, canceling the webinar. But I didn't. Something stopped me. And I'm glad I didn't. The very next day, the day of the webinar, I woke up to a very beautiful email from a client thanking me for showing up, for speaking up, and for demonstrating what it is to be a leader, coming from the heart, coming from the soul, right? And so it was this clarity to my path and purpose that even though the inner brat was having a fit on some level, on a higher awareness, I knew what I needed to do and pulled it off because I am clear on my path and purpose a long time ago. And I shared that. If you go back to a previous a replay, I talked about the 7 layers of why and what it is that's important for me to do in this planet. And even though it feels impossible, you know, it's like the unpredictability out there, but in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, I know what it is, and it doesn't matter. I'm so aligned with it. It just happens naturally. It's like propelling me to move forward. So that's what I would love for you to do too. So getting clear, activate, and surrender to your path and purpose as a coach, as a soul-powered leader, to give you the flow and confidence, even when it's hard, even when things are falling apart, even when there's a helicopter above me, right? So ask yourself right now, take a breath, really connect with the breath. And check in, just breathe through your heart, from your heart. Do you know if you are on your path and living on purpose? And if that's a yes, magnify it. And if you're unsure, just check in, just get curious. You might not have the answer right now, but if you open up to it, you'll surprise yourself. You have the answer. And as a coach and change maker in Vanessa's group, I would imagine you are pretty aligned already. But we're in Corona times. You may have been shaken and rattled like I was. The unpredictability can seed doubts, depression, even despair, even guilt, right? Because we want to speak up, but I'm hearing a lot of family just holding each other back in a family dynamic. So really stepping up into your soul-powered leadership might be challenging, even though you are clear about your message and purpose. So are you still excited and feeling satisfied with your path and purpose? Are you feeling fulfilled? What is calling you deep inside your heart? Just check in. You know, I thought I was going to die an accountant, and it took several cosmic 2x4s to even realize I was not at all happy. I thought I was happy. I thought I got my life figured out, but there was a restlessness and emptiness inside that stopped when I found my true path and purpose. So where's your focus right now? It's hard to get excited in Corona times, but what gets you excited? Are you connected with what gets you excited? Are you connected with what brings you joy? Are you tuning in to what brings you joy? You know, it's okay to take some time off and just do some inner work and recalibrate and get really clear and all that, do some planning, replan, right? Because whatever plans we made before Corona, I bet you it needed some revision, right? So it's okay to take some time off if you need to do some inner work. But just make sure you're not losing sight of what it is that you came here to do, your true path and purpose. Make sure you're constantly checking in. Hey, how are you feeling? Right? And check in. What prevents you from showing up? Are you more disappointed and let down and feeling unheard and seen insignificant? And what are you doing about it? Right? So life has a way of reminding us there's a path and purpose waiting for us that's meant to be lived, that's meant to be fulfilled. And so during this uncertainty, I hope you are feeling clear and certain and confident inside of you to really do whatever it is in your power to honor and bring to life what it is you came here to do. This is no longer the time to be waiting for signs. If you're waiting for an external sign, an external force, here it is, a whole pandemic, right? We can't afford to wait any longer. And you got to find it in yourself to take the lead. Ask for what you need, set yourself up to success, and really honor your path and purpose. So I'm sure you've heard of this already. You are here in this world right now. You are in this very special time because you have a very special role. You have a special mission, right? You are here literally shifting worlds from fear-powered to soul-powered. And if your focus is on material success as a coach, as a leader, as a change maker, I would really encourage you to go even deeper, go to the depths of your soul. because the material constructs is what, you know, the chasing of the money, the chasing of the power, that's what's deconstructing right now, that's going away right now. Really, really connect with what it is your soul came here to do, the path that is waiting for you, the purpose that you're here to fulfill. So let's just check in. So are you using your gifts and talents in service to others? Because it's in service to others that we can really fulfill our purpose. It's the foundation of success and fulfillment. It's no longer self-serving. So just self-serving is not all that fulfilling. Like we're meant to be more, and to be more, we need to share it with others. So our leaders right now are self-serving, and they are failing spectacularly. So the people are fed up. Why? Because their leadership is about control, about money, about greed, about manipulation, and blatant tyranny. They are pushing an agenda that no longer takes into account the welfare and well-being of the people. And so just tune in to that. How do you feel about that? You feel fed up? Feel it, like really feel it. You feeling tired? Feel the tiredness. Don't make it go away, just honor it. Honor whatever it is that you're really feeling with this whole change going on in the shifting the world from fear-powered to soul-powered. You feeling sad? Are you feeling helpless? Are you feeling lonely? Honor those feelings. Honor those feelings. Are you feeling depressed? Feel it. Feel it. Feel what is missing in this world that is now dismantling. And feel it and know what it is that's calling you, what it is that you're supposed to do about it. Because what's missing is, what's missing is what you're meant to contribute, I feel. But you have to tune in. Don't take my word for it. I'm just here to guide, right? So maybe what's missing is what you're meant to dig from deep within you and bring out into the world, right? So if you're feeling fed up, lead. That's me right now. That's my energy right now. I'm so fed up. I'm so fed up of this farce. I'm so fed up of all the deception. So I'm leading people to truth, right? If you're feeling tired, maybe teach others about rest and rejuvenation. Remember what I said last time? We teach others what it is we need to learn most ourselves. So if you're feeling sad, maybe you're meant to unleash the joy inside of you. If you're feeling lonely, maybe you're meant to break down the walls, right? And then facilitate the unity and harmony. If you're feeling depressed, how can you fully express yourself? Because depression is lack of expression. So set aside money for now, and maybe our sole purpose has nothing to do with money. And I'm telling you, since the pandemic, and Vanessa and I were chatting a little bit before we got on, that, you know, money is not an issue right now. And it's amazing, it's miraculous. So, because when you're connected and when you're really tuned in, aligned with your path and purpose, money follows. It's not chasing money, but money follows. Money is here to serve you. Money is here to make sure you're fulfilling your purpose and living your path. right? So here's my invitation. Join me on June 10th, 6 p.m. Central Time. And wake up every day on path and purpose. That's the theme. Wake up every day on path and purpose. We'll continue this discussion. We'll talk about how to live from the inside out, not the outside in. That's the old world, outside in, where and that's done, right? That's gone. That world is gone. That world is not coming back. We have to just let that world crumble and fall, right? So in that world, you were being valued compared to others based on performance. Your worth was measured by some external metric system, and that's not true. You know, on a soul level, your intrinsic worth is priceless. It's priceless. You're infinite being, right? And you know that. And so when that is the valuation system, and it might get in the way. It might get in the way of you living your path and purpose, because that programming is so programmed. It's so embedded that it's sometimes really, really difficult to get out, break free of that valuation system into an intrinsic system. And that's why I'm inviting you to this soul-powered leadership training. And we will also talk about how to create your own script, one that is the voice of your own soul and not living the script of someone else. I became an accountant because I really wanted to be a nun, but I also like boys. So I was like, what do I do now? And so they offered full scholarship at the university, and I applied and I got in, and that's how I became an accountant. So, and I thought I was pretty much in control of my life until I realized I was simply following a narrative, a script, go to school, graduate, get a job, get married, have kids, buy the house, live happily ever after. Didn't quite work out. I didn't know that there was something else that was waiting for me, that there's another path, a whole new purpose that was going to fulfill me this much, right? So, and finally, we will be working on what is getting in the way, what unconscious blocks and beliefs might be preventing you from fully letting go of the old life as you've known it, and really honor the life that is calling you, that you came here to do, to enjoy and to share with your loved ones. So if you look around you, like right now, a lot of people are living in the dark who really needs you. A lot of people feeling sadness, alone, helpless, insecure, feeling battered, exhausted, depressed. Lots of people here in Minneapolis outraged and regurgitating, just repeating a narrative that keeps us divided and unhealed as a nation, as a world. And I'm clear that chaos and tyranny is not a world that I would ever participate in. I'd rather be, I would rather self-isolate, right? But no, the pull, the calling to do something about the world and to create balance, harmony, and freedom and oneness, that's the soul of my business, soul powered, right? So nothing breaks my heart more than seeing people who have given up on themselves and given up their freedom and power and not even know about it. And so I hope you join me at the next Soul Powered Leadership Training, and wake up every day on path and purpose, and together create a new and better world from the inside out.
Hey, Karen.
Hi, Vanessa.
I've been sitting here with my bunny listening. This is Iron Man. Here she is.
How's Archie?
Archie's asleep on the couch. For anyone who doesn't know who Archie is, it's the kangaroo, one of the little ones that I've got here at the moment. And he is asleep on the couch. And you know what? That's soul power to me, filling my work days with animals. I'm so lucky. You know, I just woke up this morning and it's coming into winter here. So it'll be winter in just a week and we're officially winter. And it has been cold, but
That's,
today's the most beautiful, sunny, warm day. So I was able to sit out on the porch for a while in the morning with the kangaroos. And then I realized, you know, I had this with you. And then I've got the rest of the afternoon for as long as I want to create the slides and presentations for the Spark Up Your Facebook group mini program for next week. And yes, that's how I roll, guys. Last minute, Vanessa. Anyone who's worked with me knows I put everything
but yeah,
together.
you've got the path, right? You've got it all, and then all you have
No,
to
it's
do is
all in
show
here.
up.
I just have to bring it out. I don't actually have to think about anything much. It's just like, okay, I'll do it today. I was just thinking how very lucky I was to, you know, I might even go and sit out with the horses with my laptop and do that. And I was just thinking, I'm just so lucky to be able to do that and just have what I call, you know, my work days don't feel like work. You know, I've done some work a couple of times in my life, not very often. And it is
Or the
actually having
9 to 5
to,
work.
yeah, I've actually done some official work at some stages in my life, but not very much. And the difference between the majority of my life, you know, and it just seems easy and breezy compared to the few times I did 6 months Tess working for a bank as a teller, as a
Oh, wow.
gap filler in, yeah, when I was first starting the business with my husband, just while we were getting it up and going. It was a bit of extra income at that stage. Just to me, hell on earth. That was for me. You know, some people might love it. There were women in there that absolutely loved it, and that's fine. But for me, it wasn't me in soul power. I absolutely hated it. And then I've done about 6 months in my time as an admin as well, which was just, again, soul crushing for me. And yet the woman I worked with in there, she loved it, loved going to work every day. And I thought, that floats her boat. Like, she loves it. So it's about, isn't it, really just tapping into what our path and purpose is and how we like to live. So for me, I'm very much
Yeah.
about, yeah, easy breezy and like this, like a little bunny spending all day with my animals while I'm actually working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I thought I was happy too until I wasn't. Until, like, if you asked me before, I would like, no, I'm quite happy, with my career, with my, I had the bookkeeping business too, and I had my rental properties, but then I had that meltdown and stuff, and I'm like, okay.
And you know what? For a lot of the coaches that are here in the group, they have shifted into coaching because they did want that freedom. They did know that there was a bigger calling for them. They did know that they were here to shake things up a bit. So for everyone who is in that position, I highly suggest, and we do not have the link to Tessa's next webinar right now. So what I would suggest is getting in touch with Tess and just getting her to put you on a little list or something, and then she can send out the link when she's got it up for the next webinar. Because you do an entire series of it. There is one a month that Tess actually does in the middle of each month, and it is taking these soul-powered activations to the next level on the actual webinars. So if you've liked just sitting back, relaxing, listening, you can get onto the webinar series and really, really immerse yourself each month with Tess.
And the replays on that actually is also in the Soul Powered Leader Facebook group. So
okay, let's put the link up for the group so people can hop in there and they can actually get some of the replays. And then if you're in Tessa's group, you'll be able to, once she puts up the link to register for the next webinar, you'll be able to jump on them straight away. So we'll put that link up right now. You want to go, darling? All right. So thank you so much, Tess. And I'm going to do Iron Man here. And we, of course, see everyone in the week. And I might just throw out that I'm going to hop in shortly after lunch too and talk about Spark Up Your Facebook group. For those of you who are wanting to get your group up and running as well. But
that's next week, right? That starts next week. I'm there.
Yeah, Monday. Just 5 quick lessons, Monday to Friday. It's quick. That's why I've priced it at $98. It is really focused, Tess, on just the initial set up to draw clients and grow your membership, and then the engagement. I won't be talking the monetizing or even some of the next level stuff that all comes in the Facebook Group Magicians program. But this is just boom, boom, boom. But the good thing about it is if you have an existing group or whether you're starting a new group, you get that private time with, well, not private, you know, you're on a group call, but you do get that opportunity each day to actually ask me questions about your group as well. So we will be able to do that.
Okay. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. John Barrett says a big hello as well to you, apparently there. I've had it open on my thing there. Yep.
That's my crime.
Yeah. I'm going to put you down, darling, and off you go. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Tess. I'll grab the group link for those of you that want to join into the Soul Powered Leadership group, and make sure that you actually contact Tess as well if you want to be on the list to receive the monthly webinars as well. That is really, really, really about being activating that soul powered in you and getting out there. You know, there's a lot of coaches out there that when I first meet them, I can, this is one of my little talents, and I must say that I'm quite proud of myself with it. When I first meet a coach or talk to a coach, as you know, Tess, no matter at what stage they are at, even if they're just beginning, I actually am able to see their possibility future quite plainly and what it's going to look like. Some people follow through on that and some people don't, which makes me know that your possibility is always available. It's whether you reach for it or not, because I can plainly see, and it's not the same possibility for every different person that comes to me. I can see the different possibility, and I only have to just meet you and I can actually see it out there. So it's interesting to know that your possibility, no matter whether you're just starting out as a coach or whether you are further along the line, is out there for you to reach, for you to follow, for you to grab, and you exist in that area. And I believe the work that Tess does that enables us to step into being soul powered allows us to see that possibility for ourselves rather than just me seeing it. So really, really worth, if you are a coach or change maker, whether you can see that possibility and you are attempting to step into it, which is how I like to describe it, just moving into it, or whether you cannot see it yet, Tess can lead you towards that soul-powered vision of what your greatest possibilities actually are.
Thank you. Yep.
All right. Thank you so much. Sorry?
I'll drop the links for the webinar and for the group comments.
Yep. If you put them in the comments, and of course, I'll add them to the actual video here as well. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Catch you all later here in the group. I'll come back in later to talk about Spark Up Your Facebook group. You've only got the weekend to get in, so you need to hurry. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.